get pen and paper, because today what I want to do is give a little bit of teaching. I would like to share with you one of the most important things that you need to do as an accountant, a business advisor or business consultant to make sure that you have the most opportunities out there to get great clients. So what we're going to be talking about today is practice growth superpower number 2, which is becoming a niche celebrity. So I don't mean, when we're talking about becoming a niche celebrity, I don't mean being like a Kardashian. I don't mean you have to show up on Instagram and do what the Kardashians do. Not needed at all. I don't mean that you have to be super, super famous to everyone. I mean, you have to show up online for your ideal client. And in a previous video, Deciding Your Ideal Client, I shared how to choose your ideal client. Today, we're going to be looking at how to show up for your ideal client. All right. So practice growth superpowers number 2 is what we're looking at today. What I would like to share with you is there are 3 things that you need to do in your practice to make sure you can leverage your time so you can reduce your hours and increase your income. The first thing that you have to do is get the attract part of your practice right. So we have to attract ideal clients to us, we have to convert them into high paying clients, and then we have to scale and leverage the practice through delivery and fulfillment. Under the attract stage, in the first section, it is decide ideal client. What we're going to look at today is becoming a niche celebrity. All right. So let's have a look. What is the current reality for the majority of you? Well, I'm really sorry, but you're invisible. Okay. The reality for many practices and their owners is that they're unseen online. We can't see you. We don't know you are online. You don't show up on Google. You don't show up on social media. No one is talking about you and no one wants to partner with you. Now, I'm not talking about partnerships in traditional sense. I'm talking about partnerships where you work together and you grow your 2 prospective businesses. So we're talking joint venture partnerships. The problem is you are known as marketing ghosts, okay? That's what I see you as. You are marketing ghosts. So we have to change that reality for you. And today I'm going to be sharing with you how to do that. Okay, so the big question is, how do you show up on Google? Now, I imagine the majority of you, let me just go to here. I imagine the majority of you don't show up very well on Google. I would say if I Googled you right now, where would you even show up? And what is the version of you if you show up? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to type in Amanda C. Watts. Okay, so I'm super happy. I show up on Google when you type in my name. So my Google My Business comes up on the right hand side. Then you can see here, I've got my personal brand website. I've got my LinkedIn, my Twitter comes up. I have my business. I have pages from my business, Oomph.Global. Facebook is there, Amazon is there, and images. All right, YouTube, it's all there. Now, one thing I want you guys to understand is it's all social media that shows up in Google. If you have a look, it's my 2 websites and then social media. If you have a look for Oomph.Global, so here, again, the same thing happens. We've got Google My Business on the right-hand side, and then we've got Oomph.Global, the website. Then as we go down, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got another website, okay? It's really important for you guys to understand that you have to show up on Google, and there is a way that you can play the Google game. So if I Googled you right now, where would you even show up? And if I didn't know who you were and typed in business advisor or business consultants in Hastings, what would happen? Would I find you? So, okay, you're not all actually from Hastings, but what I did was I typed in business advisor because that's where I'm based. I'm based in Hastings. So if I was looking for a business advisor, I'd type in business advisor Hastings. Let's have a look and see what comes up. Well, Bark is the first thing that comes up. And we all know that if you're listed on Bark, they're going to be price sensitive people. They're going to be like, hey, what do you cost? What do you cost? All right, because there's no credibility and authority built there. Then what we do is we have a look. We've got the private office, which is another advert, or growth idea, okay, is another one, award-winning consultant. All right, so look, I've typed in business advisor and consultants are coming up, okay? Then we've got hastings.gov. Then we've got an action coach. Then we've got Dowling business mentor, okay, business consultant and mentor. Anthony McKenzie, accountants for business. So he's the first accountant that has come up. All right. Then we've got business advisor jobs. If you type in business consultant, the same thing has happened. All right. So the same people show up. We have business consultants Facebook, Hastings Observer, Star of Service, 10 best business consultants in Hastings, Jameson Consultancy. All right, now these are the people that you are competing with if you're based in Hastings. If you're based in, let's type in somewhere else. Let's go even worse, business consultant London. All right, what's that going to look like? So business consultant London, you're coming up Yonder Consulting ad, profit.com ad. Then we've got the Google My Business, which is really important that you make sure that you show up for Google My Business. And then you've got some consulting companies here. None of them, you've got Grant Thornton, okay? None of them are accountants. None of them are accounting advisors. So it's really key that you show up when you are Googled and that you come as high as possible in the Google listings, all right? So it's pretty scary, but you can change the situation. I'm going to share with you how to play the Google game today. So first of all, let me just get rid of that and share with you. So there's a couple of problems that I see when it comes to showing up on Google. One is you're not clear on how you want to show up. So you're not clear on what are the search terms that your ideal client is looking for. So one of the things is are they actually looking for an accountant? Are they looking for a coach? Are they looking for a mentor? What is it that your ideal client is looking for? Because you have to get super clear on those things. Secondly, the second thing is if you're clear on what your ideal client is looking for, you might not actually show up. I've said your marketing goes. So you're not showing up online for those search terms. You're not showing up online and saying that's what you do. If I go to your website, you might have something completely different on it and not attracting your ideal clients. So if you're attracting the wrong people, if you're saying, you know what, I'm attracting vampire clients, I call them, the kind that suck the life out of you, price sensitive clients, I'm attracting clients that want their pound of flesh, all this kind of thing. The reason why you're attracting those people is because you're not attracting the good clients. So you need to make sure that when you have your social media profiles on your website, you're actually talking to the right people in the right language, okay? Two massive problems. And then thirdly, if you do have social media profiles set up, if you do have your website set up, if you do have a clear understanding of who your ideal client is, you're just not building authority. You're showing up, but people don't see you as the expert. So what do we have to do? Well, let me just share with you how to play the Google game. So to become a niche celebrity, these are the three things I want you to focus on. One, I want you to create a list of keywords and terms that you want to be Googleable for. Is it business advisor? Is it coach? Is it consultant? Is it business consultant? Is it financial consultant? Is it mentor? Create a list of those words. Then make sure that you are Googleable locally and that you're Googleable for your ideal client. Now, you hear me talk about a niche. So if you are a business advisor for dentists, make sure you're using that terminology, okay? Make sure you're putting that down in your list of keywords. Secondly, make sure all of your social media is completed and contains keywords. Now, I gave you an example of business of mine, Amanda C. Watson, Oomph.Global. Where did I show up? Well, I showed up on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube. I had two websites. I had my business website and I had my personal brand website show up. Are you making sure that you're in enough places that when your name is Googleable, by the way, keywords and terms that you want to be Googleable for include your personal name and your business name, but are you making sure that you are across all the social media channels? Now, you don't have to post every single day on these social media channels, but what you do have to do is have a presence so that you are Googleable, okay? So make sure you're on all social media and you haven't just put your name there. Make sure you're putting the right search terms. And then thirdly, this is the bit about building authority. I want you to get guest blogs, podcasts, and YouTube interviews with people who serve your ideal audience. So if you are a consultant that looks after and works with dentists, then I want you to get on podcasts where people are marketing to dentists. If you work with the construction industry, how can you be interviewed by credible people who also serve the construction industry? If you work with marketing agencies, who also works with marketing agencies and who can interview you around your advisory or consulting expertise. These are the three things that you need to absolutely focus on to make sure that you have the success and you're seen as the authority and the go-to niche celebrity. All right, so that's how you play the Google game. Now, if you would like help with becoming a niche celebrity and would like to dive into this a lot further, level up your practice and really get good at these practice growth superpowers, then book a game plan with Joe, our scale specialist. So Oomph.Global/game plan. And I just want to recap with you that it's not, oh, should I be doing it? It's I should be doing it, and I should be doing it now, because you are already behind the curve. There are people out there in your ideal niche marketing to your ideal clients right now. Whilst you are sitting here listening to me, there are your competitors getting your opportunities because they have smashed the Google game. They understand the power of investing in marketing, and every single day that you leave it, every single week that you leave it, you are actually on the back foot and you are losing out on so many opportunities because there are others out there who are taking advantage of the opportunities of the free organic marketing that is there. So if you'd like some help with becoming a niche celebrity and leveling up your practice growth superpowers, then book a game plan here. Oomph.Global/game plan, and I will catch up with you another day in the next video. See you later.